welcome back to the channel. Finally we have the G37 back in the garage, and the next video I'm going to show you, it's about me installing those camber arms to Cruise 350Z. We did the front and the back and the traction control arms. So yeah, you guys are gonna be able to see that video, and yeah, just continue watching. Thank you guys for all the continued support, and let's get it. Guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another video of the Nissan 350Z, and we have camber arms, front and backs, that we are going to be installing. So let me show you guys what we have. All right, so we have front ones. They are almost the same as mine for the G37. It should be a super quick install on the front ones, and then we're gonna go on the back and swap those two for the rear. So it should be pretty much straightforward. I will try to show you step by step like always, but I don't promise anything since I'm trying to move as quick as possible. Awesome, let's get started and lift up the car. Remember, jack stands. We're gonna go do the front ones first. Let's go. So let me show you guys real quick. All right, so for this job, for the I think it's pretty much the same thing for G35, 350Z, 370Z, and G37. You have two bolts going right here and one going right here. So all you need to do is remove those two bolts, remove this one over here, and pretty much that's it. But in this case, we need to remove, we need to air out the airbag. That way we have enough space to remove those bolts. Awesome, let's go and continue working. Boys, and here we have the first camber arm that goes in the front driver's side. Make sure you get the same measurements from the OEM. What I did, for example, put the SPL on top and then kind of get the measurements on each side. That way you get almost OEM spec. That way when you go to the alignment, they can figure out all of those numbers. But you're gonna be somewhat OEM. That being said, we are ready to put everything back, and then pretty much same process on passenger side. So I didn't show you step by step, but what I recommend, if you have bags, just go at the top, remove these bolts. They might be different. For example, in my G37 they're 12mm. I think these are 14mm. Just because they changed the bolts, new hardware, looks better. Okay, all right, so once you remove those, come to the bottom and remove these two bolts that are right here. And then after that, remove this one, drop this arm, and basically pretty much straightforward. And then measure your new camber arm with the OEM, and yeah, it should be able to it's pretty much straightforward. And then just how you took up everything, pretty much put everything back the same way. You might need to move the bag, air out the bag, and then move it around accordingly. If you need to put that bolt or this bolt, move it to the left, move it to the right or to the left. It's just up to you. Pretty much done with the front. Now we're going to the back. Alright boys, so basically on the rear we installed a traction control arm. That it's basically this one. It's right there. So we removed the old one, and this is what they had. So that being said, continue working on this. Again, it's nothing that hard. Just remove that bolt right there, and then you got 17 at the bottom, and then just remove those and you'll be good to go. Cool. Guys, so I'm going to show you real quick. We got this traction control arm ready to go. As you guys can see, we have that one in. But now, in order to install camber arms, we need to drop the sway bar. And let me show you where those bolts are, so that way you make it easy and drop that bolt for the camber arm. Alright, so we go down here, and I don't have my GoPro right now, so I have the big camera. So right there, there's two bolts. Let me see if I can show you guys with real quick. They are up here. They are 14mm bolts. Drop those two. Drop two 12mm bolts right here, so that way the sway bar comes down, so that way you can remove this bolt in order to bring it out the other way. Cool. Alright boys, let me show you how everything looks. Give me a second. Try and lower the volume on the YouTube channel. We got the traction arms and camber arms installed, ready to go. To make your job a lot easier, you have to drop the sway bar. We got everything, passenger side, everything set, ready to go. Now it's time to put the sway bar, put the tires back, and we have a finished job. If you know what you're doing, it will take you like 40 minutes, maybe an hour to do the install. Remember, what I recommend first is drop the sway bar first. That way your job's gonna be a lot easier and you don't have to run into problems later on. So that's what I did, drop the sway bar, and that made my job a lot easier. Cool. Alright guys, I kind of have a mess, but everything is done. Traction control arms done, camber arms done. Let me show you guys under the car. Remember, to make this job a lot easier, drop the sway bar. That way you can remove the camber bolt, and that's gonna make your job a lot easier. There we have it. Traction control arm, camber arm, SPL, ready to go. Same over there, it's ready. Install traction and camber. Sway bar put back together. Remember, you have 2 bolts at the top for the sway bar, 2 right here, somewhere right here, and that way you can drop the sway bar super easy. And like I said, 40 minutes, 1 hour for the install of these camber arms. And like always, it's really important to set up an appointment for the alignment. I super highly recommend that you take car to alignment since you mess with the camber. I try to put it to OEM specs, but you know, sometimes you could be off here and there, so it's not gonna be that accurate. That being said, yeah, pretty much done. Let me put the wheels and drop the car down. Alright boys, wheels are on. My job is pretty much done here. Just I need to set up an appointment for alignment. Owner wants me to set up the appointment, and if I can take it, then I mean, that's not a problem. I can do that. Like I said, I'm on vacation and I can, you know, pretty much deliver this car and for alignment.
The next day, I do believe in no fear, and I got gang in this. I never switch on the tribe, I keep it all the way real. I'm in control of my feels. You see my highlights and study my reel. Yeah. I'm showing more love this year, running more plays, finna scale up my business this year. The world in my palm, I'm a star, I deliver my cadence. I'm serving up chills to my peers, bringing the bread for the fam. Everything good on the side, everything coming together. New whip, no leash, no key in it, they heat it. California on the plate, I'm out here playing for keeping. I pull up, she leaking, she want me for the weekend. My foot on the gas with the brakes. Hate me or love me, you see me. Flex, yes, I got my foot on their neck. I'm out with a squad to the death. Get to the checks, flex.